It's mid-morning on a busy Tuesday. An email from your biggest vendor sits at the top of your inbox. The subject says, "Payment details changed for the noon wire transfer. Do you update bank info now to keep the supply chain moving, or stop to call them first?" Your instinct says, get it done so the project stays on track. The best way to limit the damage is pausing until you hear a human voice. Here's the rule. Trust people, but inboxes are weaknesses. I'll show you how to spot fake senders and keep your cash. Quick test. Verify through a second path or don't pay. You will need to fix this before a total loss. I'm Kevin, founder of Sentree Systems. For over 26 years, we have been helping small businesses like yours combat fake invoice email scams. Business email compromise is a trust problem disguised as a tech problem. It hits small businesses hard because they value speed and personal relationships. If you get this wrong, your money disappears into a foreign bank account, and your vendor still expects payment. You walk away today knowing how to build a verification habit that stops attackers cold. Statistics show that these attacks cost U.S. businesses over $2 billion every year. Reports indicate that over 70% of organizations face these email threats annually. Sarah sits at her desk, managing the back end of her software firm. She needs to pay her cloud hosting bill immediately to keep the servers online and the lights on. She spots an email from her account manager about a billing system update. It looks like a standard request that needs her attention right now. The message is perfect, featuring the correct company logo and the exact signature she sees every month. Nothing about it feels out of place. To avoid a service cutoff, Sarah clicks the new payment portal link and enters the company credit card info. She hits submit, thinking the task is done. Within an hour, her card is maxed out on 3 different continents. Then, the real hosting company sends a late notice for the original bill. She realizes she just handed the keys to her revenue to a stranger. The person on the other end of that email now has her financial data. The takeaway is simple. Contain the urge to click before you try to recover from the loss. That's how a small issue turns into a big mess. Sarah thought she was just keeping the schedule moving, but one fast decision invited a criminal into her bank account. This pattern repeats whenever speed is prioritized over verification. Barbara manages a group of senior consultants and needs to ship a project report today. She's deep in edits when a notification disrupts her workflow. She gets an urgent message from her lead partner asking for an immediate wire transfer for a client lunch. He needs $3,000 sent right now. The partner is known for being incredibly fast-paced and demanding, so Barbara wants to look sharp. She prides herself on being the person who keeps things moving fast. She sends the money without checking because she does not want to slow him down during his meeting. She clicks send and immediately goes back to her work. When she sees the partner later that afternoon, he has no idea what she is talking about. It turns out he hasn't even seen a client today. The money is gone, and Barbara feels she failed a basic test of security. She was so focused on being helpful that she completely missed the red flags. What mattered there wasn't the event. It was the decision to skip the phone call. If you want to avoid the same outcome, focus on the second channel of communication. Whenever a request for money hits your inbox, call to confirm it's real. This habit ensures you're talking to a partner, not a criminal. Anthony is at the architecture studio finalizing blueprints for a new medical center. He needs to pay a structural engineer right now to keep the project moving forward on schedule. He receives an email with a revised invoice that includes new routing numbers for the payment. It looks like a standard request, just a quick update for the next wire transfer. The phones are ringing in the background, and he has a hard deadline in 20 minutes. He can feel the pressure building as he tries to finish his drawings. He can push forward to keep working, or he can pause to check the bank numbers. He has to decide if speed or safety is the priority in this moment. He chooses speed and hits send on a $50,000 transfer. He closes the banking tab and immediately dives back into his blueprints to meet the cutoff. 2 weeks later, the real engineer calls asking why the bill is still unpaid. Anthony realizes with a sinking feeling that the email he saw was a fake. The bank tells Anthony the money was moved again the moment it hit the first account. The funds are gone, and there is no way to get them back. If you're trying to prevent this, focus on the second channel of communication. Speed without control makes the damage spread further than you think. This shows how a hurried decision can bypass your best defenses. Always verify a bank change with a live voice. Daniel is at the front desk of his auto shop with grease on his hands. He needs to order a specialized engine part for a customer waiting in the lobby. An email pops up from his regular parts supplier. It contains a link to a new secure checkout system. Daniel is in a rush to get this car off the lift. He needs to clear space for the next job waiting in the lot. He clicks the link and it asks for his email password to verify the order. He assumes it's a new security measure. He types it in, but the page just refreshes back to a blank screen. No confirmation appears, and the order doesn't go through. By the next morning, the phones are ringing. Every customer in his database has received a fake invoice with his name on it. His reputation with the community takes a hit. This is a mess that no tool can fix overnight. That's the moment most owners don't see coming when they trust a screen over a process. This happens because we're all moving too fast and naturally want to trust the tools we use every day. When a screen asks for a password, your instinct is to comply so you can get back to work. But once that trust is broken, you aren't just fixing tech, you're trying to win back your neighbors. Looking at the big picture, the pattern shows that attackers do not break in. They simply log in using your trust. The common thread across these stories is a one-path decision where we believe exactly what we see on the screen without having a backup. This means your security situation depends on your willingness to be slightly slower in your communications. You should use a side channel filter. If an email asks for money or a password, use a phone call or a text to prove it is real. Stop treating email like it is a secure conversation and start treating it like a postcard anyone could have written. Change your mindset from get it done fast to get it done right, so you never have to explain a wire loss to your family or your staff. You can reinforce your business by making sure every person on your team knows that a phone call is better than a lost bank account. If you could rethink one thing today, challenge the assumption that trusting an email is safer than verifying its source. Based on what we discussed, you should use our cyber health check and see exactly where you're exposed and what to fix first. The link is in the description. In the next video, I'll show you how to create strong passwords that are easy to remember.